Hello and welcome back to another film in our software topic, and we are continuing to work through utility software, and in this video we're going to be looking at antivirus software. So if it's antivirus, we probably need to know what a virus is to start with, so let's have a look at that. Well, viruses can come in essentially two types. First of all, when we talk about a virus, it's man-made. It's not a natural thing when we're talking about computers. So a virus is in fact a computer program. And we have two types. We have one which is a virus. Now the virus itself are attached to a file. So for example, we might get a virus on our computer when we've opened up an email attachment, or if we've gone and downloaded something from the internet, or we've gone and got ourselves a dodgy CD with some malware on it in the form of a virus. Now the virus can actually sit on our computer and be completely inert. In fact, we might not even know we have a virus. However, once we open it up, i.e. opening up the attachment or whatever, then it's going to actually be activated. So viruses are what are called executable. They will run when they are open. A couple of examples, and there are many virus types out there, but a couple could be some quite innocuous one, like the music virus, which will go and place some music on your computer. Or a good number of years ago now, we had something called the I Love You virus, which wasn't very loving. It had the ability to send itself out to all of your friends via the contacts you had in your email server, and it would then go and destroy all the files on those people's hard drives. Not a good virus. The second type are worms. Now worms are viruses, except with these viruses they need the help of man to open them up and get them going. With worms they don't need any help from us at all. These are self-replicating, so this program will keep on producing and producing and producing more of itself, which is a real problem because it can go and infect lots of computers, it can slow down, it can stop networks, it can be a real problem. So what can we do to stop these viruses? Well, let's have a look. Okay, so we have a virus, but out there is help for us. So we have antivirus software, and we have companies such as Norton, McAfee, Symantec, and a number of others which will do the job for us. But they all do roughly the same thing. When we go and load antivirus software onto our computer, what we are actually putting on our computer is a library. And that library holds a dictionary of the characteristics of all the viruses that have been ever made or that have been analysed. So you might have thousands and thousands of viruses which have each individual characteristics. Just like people are unique, we're unique with our fingerprints, so each virus has its own characteristics. Those characteristics are called its footprint. So every virus type has its own particular footprint. And those characteristics, those footprints, are recorded in the library. Now what happens is when we click on a file we want to open, to us it looks like it's open straight away. But what has actually happened is that before it really opened, the antivirus software will have a look at that file to see if there is any suspicious coding actually within that file. So here is a file, a Word file, say. The antivirus software looks at that file. It looks at the coding in that file, and will compare any snippets of information which may correspond to some characteristics found within the library. In this case, there is actually a virus attached to my file or embedded within it. So the antivirus software will recognize that there is a virus in here because that code in here is also found in the library. Once it's recognized that there is a virus in my file, then there's a couple of options the antivirus software will give me. It will either ask me if I want to quarantine it, and quarantine means it's going to be placing that file somewhere on the hard drive so it's not going to cause any damage at any time. Or it will ask me to delete it. So those are the things that antivirus software does. What can we do to make sure that our antivirus software is as up to date as possible? Well, we can do the following. What we need to be able to do is make sure that we keep our antivirus library up to date, because new viruses are being introduced all the time. So if we can keep our updates nice and frequent, then I would suggest that we have that done on an automatic basis. So whenever there's new updates available, our computer will do it automatically. Set it up so that every email, every file that you put onto your computer is going to be automatically scanned. And every now and then, maybe once a week, do a periodic disk scan. So you can do get your antivirus to go through all the files on your computer just to make sure that there's nothing there lurking in the background. So what can we talk about when we talk about antivirus software? So these are some of the things that we should bear in mind when we're talking about antivirus software. First of all, what is a virus? Well, it's an executable file which, when we open it, can cause bad things to happen. For example, on a computer it can run slowly, we get strange messages, we lose files, files can be damaged. These are lots of type of symptoms for both viruses and worms. A worm is a replicating virus, so it doesn't need any help from us to be able to replicate. It can get into the networks, it can go through the computers, it can actually stop the networks from working. If we have a virus, we need to essentially get rid of it. So what we have here are antivirus software. Antivirus software would be things from McAfee, Symantec, Norton. And the way it works is that the antivirus software looks at a virus's footprint. It will compare it to what's in the antivirus library. If it sees that there is coding there which is of a virus nature, then it will either delete or it will quarantine that virus. And then let's make sure that we're doing the best we can do with good practice. So for example, we just need to make sure that we have those frequent updates, so our antivirus library is always up to date. That we set it up so that for every email, for every file which we download, that the antivirus software is there scanning it, making sure that there's nothing going to be infected. And finally, that we set it up maybe once a week that the antivirus software will in fact do a periodic scan. It will scan our whole computer. Okay, so there's our antivirus software. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.